just try to make sure that our students get the best education they can receive from the board members and the administration and the teachers. We have to do a good job to make a good product, and that's what we have. We produce a great product at Boyertown.
Thank you. Mr. Piccioni.
So first, thank you to St. John's for hosting this. This was awesome. Thank you to everybody who was able to make it and give your opinions. I know that I was really nervous to sit in front of all these people and be exposed like this. So, you know, really to me, it always comes back to, I put at the top of my notes that I brought here today, that children are the real stakeholders. Everybody's important, taxpayers are important, parents are important, but that's what this is really here for. The schools exist to benefit the children of this community, and all of the other benefits that come from that flow through giving those children the best possible education. And the one thing that I don't think really kind of came up was I just wanted to talk about how I'd love to see you know, increased transparency. It would be wonderful if we had a meeting like this for the board every year, for people to ask questions and be heard, because I feel like a lot of people feel that I've spoken to don't feel like the board is listening or hears what they're saying when they're trying to speak. So, you know, I'd love to see more transparency.
Thank you. Ms. Kratz.
I'd also like to thank everyone for coming. It's encouraging just to see that this many people are interested in our school district and what's best for our children. I think that's why everyone's here. Boyertown's a special place. As I was leaving my house tonight to come here, all the kids on my street were outside playing, and I feel like it just made me realize that's why I'm doing it. Our street is like the 80s. The kids are always outside. They're always playing in the street. They're always on the playground. They're always on the swing sets. And I just want to be a part of helping them to receive the same quality education that my boys got. Thank you.
Thank you. A few brief closing comments. First of all, thank yous. Of course, to St. John's Lutheran and the fine folks who are affiliated with the church. You have a beautiful facility here. Thank you so much for hosting, and thank you for your excellent cooperation. Thank you to our organizers, Steve and the others who put this whole thing together. We always, this has been kind of a tradition other than a few of the COVID years, and I know they try real hard, and I try real hard to make sure this is a nonpartisan event and we keep personalities aside, and I think that's so important. Thank you to Mel Rolfe, who handled the diversity from 2 minutes to a minute, to 30 seconds to a minute. Did a great job. Thank you to this audience. You were fantastic. It's one of the best audiences in terms of numbers that I can remember, and your decorum was fantastic. Some of you who may be here for the first time might be saying, well, considering the size of our school district, this is not very many people. Let me tell you what, that may be true, but it's still, I think, a good cross-section. The fact that you folks took 2 or 3 hours out of your evening to come out here says a lot. Spread the word, please. A huge thank you to all the candidates. I want to mention all the names. 4 of them are not here tonight, but in fairness, one more time, there are 13 candidates on the ballot next week in the various regions for Boyertown School Board. They are Krista Arndt, Jim Brophy, Lisa Hogan, Matt Hook, Chris Nyman, Joe Piccioni, Wendy Kratz, Marianne Scott, Jessica Skelton, Michelle Sweisfort, Brad Updegrove, Roger Updegrove, and Lindsay Warmington. And please remember to vote next Tuesday. Tell your friends and neighbors. Maybe buy them a cup of coffee and then drag them to the polls or whatever. Finally, before we close, please drive safely, and how about a huge round of applause for these folks.